Andrew Tate. चल YouTube algorithm को attract कर लेता हूँ पहले से ही.
Before that, Sanket Agarwal
Yes sir.
from Bandra East.
Yes
East, na?
sir. Yes
हाँ.
sir.
Please apologize
Apologize to.
to everybody. देख ऐसी बात नहीं है, हमारे बहुत फैंस है, बहुत कोई
हम्म,
फॉलोइंग है,
हाँ.
बट कुछ तो है ना.
हम्म.
सो क्योंकि मेरे साइड से मैंने तो कुछ गलती किया नहीं है, तो you should be the one apologizing.
Definitely.
Apologize for the delay and
Definitely.
tell everybody why it took you so much time to get back. So much, matlab, we'll start off,
This is season
once
2.
we get into the podcast,
Yeah.
we also discuss what all has changed
Correct.
before, like from the time we did our last podcast to now. Virat has got back a century.
Exactly.
So first of all, apologize and let's talk about
Apology.
why has there been such a gap of how many months? Around
3, 4.
I think last was with Alex, if I'm not wrong.
Alex. I think
So
Alex was the
after
last
that,
one.
after that it's been what?
If I'm not wrong,
May, April, May, June, July, August, 6 महीने हो गए.
really, I think I think oh yeah, probably 6 months. Yeah, you're right about
6
that.
months हो गए
I think
और
it was
3 महीने होते,
I think it
और
was
3
March.
महीने होते ना तो उसमें बेबी हो जाता है 9 महीने में. ठीक है. So first let's talk about कि why the delay.
I mean,
And yeah,
to be
basically,
honest, like,
what have we been up to in the delay?
yeah,
Because it's been a long delay.
like
So yeah, you start.
we're teenagers, right? And like even we are trying to learn new shit and get through our own experiences. So it's just like we were caught up with our own personal work and experiences. And I mean,
No, detail.
yeah. So like, you know, finding basically it was college season, right? So figuring out key, oh, what am I supposed to do and all. This guy, he came back. We talked. We were
I तो came
basically
back after a long time, na? I came back
exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
6 years
So
ago.
thing is, there was a intellectual burnout. If you like, if I'm putting it the right way, like we were done with a particular set of ideas, if you know what I mean. Personally, I had nothing else to talk about at that point, right? And so like I was trying to find out ki, oh, what else is there, right? And like basically Sanket 2.0, or probably this was my sixth
Yeah,
version.
you have copied my line which I told you 5 minutes back.
Definitely.
But
No, so I think this is my sixth or seventh version. Like every one and a half, every 1.5 years, you burn out of your ideas, right? And you find new things to look forward to. So like, and then you change yourself again and again, and again. So I think this was one of those phases, and I'm
only
back.
one thing hasn't changed.
Uh-huh.
One thing hasn't changed.
Yeah, your hair.
No, but it has actually.
It has.
I've like from people who've seen me after 3 months, 4 months, people have told me that my hair has become more voluminous. Thanks to a product I've been using. Anyways, but you didn't tell me what you've been up to, yaar. College. Because see, last time, shit. देख हाथ में मेरा ये आ गया. मेरा secret सबको पता है. Last time we did a podcast, you were in school.
I think.
Now no more in school.
So I think.
Tell everybody.
So I think it was in April, March, if I'm not wrong, right?
March.
So we did our last podcast.
March also starting.
Starting of March.
Starting of March. Huh?
Got it. So during that particular time, first I had my board exams, right? 12th grade board exams, and you have to go into a different mode in that period, right? Even though it's not.
Are you happy to share your marks or no?
Nah.
Good marks.
Nah. But not on public platform. No.
But
probably 10 years down the line where I can actually be like, oh, I don't care about my marks right now. It's my present, right?
All I can say is I got more than. Continue.
Oh yeah, Ayush got more than me. Oh, wait, when did you give your board exams, by the way?
Next question.
But anyways, like so I won't say that that I was deep into studying and like I logged myself in. No, not that. But you need
my method.
Yeah, that's his method. But personally, like I'm not one of those persons who can multitask very well, right? And personally,
which
if
is
I
a good thing.
really,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I'll tell you
necessarily
later,
agree.
huh?
Yeah.
Uh,
So like, and at that time it didn't seem to be one of my priorities, I'll be very honest. And so
hmm.
I wanted to focus on myself and try to do things that, because see, considering that I'm 18, right? And you don't get back this age. So you tend to do things that you think that, you won't get an opportunity to do it later in life, right? For example, both
Hmm.
me, you, and Han, if you've seen our attraction podcast, link here or here, wherever, all three of us we went to Goa, right? I mean, to be very fair.
No, no, we'll come to Goa later. But I've
No,
heard
no.
that in these 6 months, you also got very annoyed,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I've been very annoyed. I've been very
very
annoyed.
annoyed,
Very
happily
annoyed.
annoyed,
Happily
happily
annoyed.
annoyed. Anyways,
No,
so okay,
so
so
like
ha.
uh completing my point, like bro, I'm 18, right? I was in Mumbai. You were
Hmm,
in India. I was in India, right? Who
hmm.
knows if we'll get any other opportunity like that to actually travel together, right? Like
No,
I'll
bro,
be
we will.
somewhere else. No, obviously being optimistic, yeah, we will. But who knows, right? And so like experience just like that. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm able to do everything that I can right now and not miss out on things. That's it. Podcast kahin nahi ja raha.
Hmm.
So
So basically, you were discovering yourself.
sort of, you can say that.
I'll say the first, from what because I know what you've been up to, but
Yeah.
if I'm listening as a viewer to you right now,
Hmm.
what I'm gauging is for the first couple of months, it was a compulsion, and
Yeah.
then it was a choice for
Correct.
the next
Correct.
two and a
Correct.
half
Correct.
years.
Correct. 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 And
Hmm,
to be
okay.
very fair, like right now, I can. You can see a different Sanket Agarwal. I'm not saying that it's a better Sanket Agarwal. It's a worse
I don't
Sanket
feel
Agarwal.
so, but
I
you make your
Under
own
same.
assessments.
Like I can come up with different ideas. A lot of my perspectives related to certain topics when like 6 months ago or 10 months ago, they're completely different now. And that's the best part about being honest to yourself, right? People always say people are, I talked about this in a previous podcast that people tend to stick to their ideas, right? And that what makes
Hmm.
them radical in their approach, right? So like, they want.
Like Andrew Tate.
Correct, correct, correct. See, so
Hmm.
they will not accept the fact that they can be wrong about a
Hmm.
particular thing. And that's the thing. I consciously decided that, I think right now I feel that I was wrong about saying that in the past.
Hmm.
Right? I'm not pinpointing to any particular idea, but that is the truth. So that it is what it is. So
So
that is
basically saying you now have a fresher perspective
correct.
and a sort of a broader mind.
Correct,
Okay.
correct, correct, correct.
Well, basically what you're saying is ki even what I felt, because we were churning out content every week.
Every week. So like it
Okay.
was like Liya content, Dia content, Liya content, Dia content.
So it was like compulsion to, take the content.
Correct, correct,
Okay.
correct, correct.
And I feel that for what I want to tell the viewers and everybody is that we are taking this as a season 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And the main word for this season of BS Adventures or whatever is being spontaneous. Not a word. It's like
Mm-hmm.
our main objective is to be
Correct.
more spontaneous. Because I somehow feel that Sanket, the when we started off, we were so worried about being perfect,
Correct.
saying the right things,
Right, 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 right,
okay,
right.
because we thought ki first time we're putting out content. Yeah,
Right.
uh, we
First
did
time,
a
right.
something 2019. our own content. Okay,
Right,
we were
correct.
very concerned about being perfect. All that, and I
Right.
somehow feel that if you look at the podcasts, if you look at Schulz, Joe Rogan,
Right.
Vinamra,
Right.
whatever, Shamani,
Right.
whatever, they make a lot of mistakes.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, but it is again different. See, some like Ranveer Allahabadia's podcasts
Yeah.
on history and all that. Usme
Yeah.
that's different. But the
Right.
genre or our target audience is not that. We want to give a good experience. हाँ,
Right.
गलती हो जाती है, but our main aim, I feel, for this time or for
Mm-hmm.
this season or whatever, should be the delivery,
Right.
that how we're delivering and the experience we're providing. Yeah, information
Yeah, factual.
give our
No,
best.
factual. I will we'll
Yeah,
try
we'll
our
give our
best to not
best.
go wrong with facts, but
Yeah,
in terms of
but
our opinions, we can go
facts,
wrong.
yeah, and fact is not something we'll solely rely on.
100%.
Okay. And that's why I felt ki, as you said, ki, when you're churning out content every week, it becomes a pressure. Ki
Right.
ye lena hai, wo lena hai, and then what you do is you dilute the quality.
Hmm.
And see, this happens, like in a creative field, it is very tough to always, unless you are into sports or something where you're getting content,
Right.
you're tough to do that. So I think that happened.
And
Ab chal,
apart from that, Ayush,
say.
I
Hmm.
feel that in season one of Beast Adventures, both you and me, I can talk for myself, right? I was very determined to actually see myself as a podcaster in the long run, right? Like this was my
Hmm.
main focus that, oh, I want to be a podcaster full time when I'll turn like 25, 30, right? And this was my plan. But now I see this as my hobby rather than my career, if you know what I mean. So I don't give
Yeah,
a shit.
yeah.
So I don't give a shit about getting cancelled too. On because bro, cancel me. This is not my career path.
नहीं देखो उसमें all of us give a shit. Let's face it, all
Dude,
of us give a shit about getting
I mean,
cancelled. But how you're saying,
this
what
this is
I
not
feel
this
right
is
now
not
is
this is
the
not one of
pressure
my
is
worries.
less. You're saying the
Correct.
pressure is less.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that is why, when I look at podcasts like those guys, which is Vinamra Kasanas, or the Flagrant 2, which is Andrew Schultz, or there's this new podcast by Anmol Raina, Gurgaon chap. His
अच्छा, that I
pod,
don't know.
yeah, so he started a podcast. Even that is pretty good. So the basic idea of all three podcasts are like they do talk about stuff that matters, right? But it's a very chill vibe, and they talk about things that comes in their mind and not they don't force they don't force
हाँ.
information out, right? So as you said before starting the podcast that in India especially, podcasters have started hyper intellectualizing the smallest stuff, right? Like
Yeah, like
how they okay, if I'm
you should have
drinking
seen
water.
the memes. The memes तो are exaggerated obviously, but they are wrong कि वो बोल रहे हैं कि जब पानी में रूह अफ़ज़ा डालते हो मतलब
हाँ,
क्या होता है? बोलता क्या
जैसे
होता है?
जैसे मैंने पानी
बोलता वो
पिया
लाल हो जाता है.
मैंने
So
पानी पिया
obviously,
मेरे सारे
हाँ,
मेरे सारे ऑर्गन्स गीले हो गए और उन्हें
हाँ,
फ्रेशनेस मिल
ऑर्गन्स
गई.
गीले हो गए, हाँ.
हाँ.
तो ये छोटे छोटे फैक्ट्स, मतलब ये एक्चुअली में मैंने कहीं देखा था कि कोई तो क्या बोल रहा था कि ऐसे ऐसा कोई पॉडकास्ट था, ठीक है, तो ऐसे बात कर रहा है ना एकदम इंटेलेक्चुअल, और इफ यू सी, जब लोग इंटेलेक्चुअल होते हैं ना, वो थोड़ा
हाँ.
वॉइस नीचे कर लेते हैं, ऐसे ना थोड़ा लो कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा
हाँ.
डीप बैरिटोन कर लेते हैं.
राइट.
और
राइट.
जानते हो,
हाँ.
मैंने एक्चुअली मेरा एक सीक्रेट थेरेपी क्या है, सीक्रेट रेसिपी क्या है
हाँ.
सक्सेस का, वो से लीन करता है. बोलता क्या है? ये बहुतों को नहीं पता.
हाँ.
बोलता हाँ क्या है? बोलता हार्ड वर्क.
Oh my
तो
god, oh
एवरीबॉडी
my
नोज.
god. Yeah, yeah,
ठीक है,
yeah.
मैं पॉडकास्ट का नाम नहीं ले रहा,
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ,
बट
definitely.
तो आई थिंक वो दैट इज वन थिंग which we should stay away from.
Right,
I mean,
right,
ऐसे just to sound smart, छोटे छोटे चीजों को, I mean, sort of a don't make it into hyperbole.
right.
ठीक है,
See,
छोटे.
we've all, being an Indian student, right? We've all seen memes related to the English teacher talking about poems, right? And that is exactly how podcasters are like. They see a topic.
Some of them.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Not even everyone, not even most of them. Some of them, but some of them with the most amount of audience though. They tend to talk
Are
about
you talking about somebody who's named after a city in India?
probably probably probably
Yeah.
but see, here's the thing that poetically it's beautiful, right, to talk about everything, right? It sounds nice, and if it pleases you, it pleases you, but in the end that's not my reality, right? I want to talk about things that actually well, that actually have a particular face value, and not I don't want to go very deep
Yeah,
into,
practical.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't
And
want to
we are
go.
not here to educate anybody. We're
Correct,
not here to
correct,
we're not that qualified to
correct.
educate anybody. It is just we
Exactly.
have to share our experience and have a good time.
100%.
I'm not
100%.
saying I'm not saying when you listen to our podcast, you have to after like an hour or 40 minutes or whatever, you have to be like this intellectual person with
Exactly. Yeah,
all your
yeah,
neurons getting activated, having
yeah.
all the brain enzymes getting to work
Yeah,
and all that. You've become a Harvard professor. No, it
exactly.
is just for having a good time,
It is 99%
relaxing,
entertainment, which is
and
just
with some
1% of.
information.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
Exactly.
even you need information, na?
Correct.
Even you need content. Even when somebody does stand up,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'll give you the example of Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Schultz, you know, he
Hmm.
does stand up, he makes people laugh. But
Yeah.
you only tell me the amount of information he has,
Oh,
the
the
knowledge,
idea of culture of.
the geopolitical information,
Correct.
not about America, about India, about everything.
He
Like
knows
he was doing
about
this.
he knows about Indian culture more than most Indians do.
Yeah,
That I
he was
can say.
talking to Veer Das. I don't know if you've seen the Veer Das episode of his.
I
So
have.
he is like he was talking about so they were talking, and he was like, I've heard there's nepotism in Bollywood, Ananya
Yeah,
Pandey and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that he was
Oh,
saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so he was crazy. I mean, he was some guy on a stand-up show came
Uh-huh.
as a
As a guest.
as a guest or whatever. So they were sitting in the front,
For
and
the
front
audience.
rows audience gets picked up.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's like, I'm from UP.
yeah.
Okay, and then he said something about the population.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so that is the thing. So you need information,
Correct.
but important is delivery. Anyways,
Right.
अभी तो बहुत हो गया. अब मैं थोड़ा बोलता हूँ कि what I was up to, and then briefly, and then we
Right.
can go on to the topics.
Sure.
तो देखो हमने लास्ट कब किया था?
March.
मार्च में.
Yeah.
तो मार्च के बाद तो obviously 3 months I was in the UK.
Yeah.
So I must say I had a ball this time in the UK. I mean, my first phase था
Yeah.
from October to December last year.
Yeah.
उससे अभी मतलब because चलो leave everything, the social aspect of everything of uni life. I started working
Right.
as a student ambassador in the UK,
Yeah.
and that I'll say the life-changing experience. I mean, the main thing that taught me is dignity of labor. I mean, I'll be honest. See, my job has two parts. One is going to events, talking to people, and all that. And the other one is doing the dishes. Okay?
Right.
Doing the dishes, doing the beds,
Right.
going to hotel, serving people. So, wo bhi hai. So,
Do you think that has humbled you a lot, being an Indian
I won't say
child
humbled me. I'm still
with
very
privileges?
cocky. I'm still
Okay.
very cocky.
Got it.
But I'll just say it has taught me the value of hard work. Yeah.
Got it.
And the next time I was never rude to waiters or anybody.
Right. Right.
But now if they take the extra 2 minutes to get my food,
Yeah.
I don't get agitated.
Got it.
So I think that experience of working, earning, and more importantly, earning money,
Yeah.
saving up for the week, all these things. So I think that has been because I think the last time we did a podcast, I think I just done 1 or 2 shifts
Got
by
it.
that time.
Got it.
But now when I've done in a full-fledged manner,
Yeah.
so that has been, and otherwise I've been chilling. I was there for 3 months, came back
Yeah.
here. Now I'm about to go back
Yeah.
in a while. So it's been good fun.
Personally,
Doing some internships.
I have
and all that.
personally, looking at Bhatta, I'll be very honest. Like he told me about all this in like he started working properly in May, if I'm
February.
not wrong. No, like
February.
properly. You were like in it, right? In April, May.
February नहीं अप्रैल में तो बहुत काम कर लिया था.
वो
March
exactly. So like you were like completely into it, right? तूने बहुत काम कर लिया था. You were earning, right?
हाँ.
तू जब I think if I'm not wrong, तू May तू कब आया था इंडिया?
This time?
Yeah. June, exactly. So June, right? Basically, मेरे board exam right after my board exams, right?
नहीं, I think तब तेरे खत्म नहीं हुए अभी तक भी.
हो गए थे मेरे को लगता है. मैं खत्म हुए थे and I met you. So at that time he started telling me about all the work that he's been doing when we could properly talk. I went to his place. He was talking we started talking about middle-aged uncles, about life in his balcony.
I to have from the Goa trip, how I have become middle-aged uncle when it comes to finances. How I sit down. For people who don't know me, I think the Goa one deserves separate podcast with
Oh,
Ahan.
for
So
sure,
without
bro.
Ahan, we
It is
can't do
not
that.
fair. It is not fair
Although it
to
was for 3 days, but that is different.
pack.
But what
pack.
I'm saying is, when we went to Goa,
Yeah.
so basically, Sanket was the mother of the group. Ahan was the toddler. I won't say child, toddler of the group. And I had to be the strict father of the group.
Yeah.
Who was sitting, who was like every morning,
Yeah.
who was sitting down, taking all the finances,
Yeah.
running it by the mother,
Yeah.
where to go, where we can save up that extra money. And Ahan was the one dancing around in the room, okay, living off the parents' money. Okay.
नीमे
So,
उरिया
हाँ
नीमे उरिया
ये बीप कर दे,
ठीक है
ये अलग कॉन्वर्सेशन हो जाएगा इसके. So हाँ, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि वो चेंज है. पहले संकेत न्यू कि I never used to spend a lot of money unnecessarily, but I never like bother of finances also.
Right.
I had to ask my parents, I used to get the money. Kya? But now in the morning, and I could see they were Ahan was surprised. Ahan के लिए तो different world था ये. Although हमने मतलब जितना भी फाइनेंस कर ले, सबसे बड़ा स्कैम तो हो ही गया था हमारे साथ.
सबसे बड़ा स्कैम तो हो ही गया था.
हाँ, वो अभी बोल नहीं सकते.
But still, I'll be very honest.
Social capacity पे अभी तक बोल नहीं सकते.
I looked it back, like I was doing my balance sheet and all. So I looked at it, and bro, the total cost of our trip, it was actually pretty good. Like it was.
I'm telling you now, one of my friends, also she went with two of her friends.
Yeah.
A week or two after we went to Goa, and
Okay.
I asked her. She also had the same. I think she had a similar amount. Even after us getting scammed,
You're
I think
getting
she
scammed.
paid
'Cause
more.
that was, and your scam, like if you include both your scams, it'll be around 1/5 of our trip's money.
Yeah. So even after us getting scammed, they
Yeah.
paid more.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
father did a good job.
Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Yes, sir.
moving away from
So, Ayush, as I was telling you,
trip.
Yeah. So like I sort of got motivated to I want to earn money. I'm 18 now, right? So I started this. I started probably followed the casual Bandra boy, right? Getting into sneakers and all. And I'll be honest.
मार्केटिंग चालू कर दिया तूने भी.
Yeah.
इधर भी मार्केटिंग कर दिया. कोई ना, अच्छा
Sneakerdepot.in. Sneakerdepot.in. Sneakerdepot.in.
अरे हाँ, put it in the link.
पूरा हर जगह आएगा, हर जगह आ रहा है यहाँ पे, पूरा दिख रहा होगा तुम्हें.
हाँ बिल्कुल.
ठीक है, but bro, I'll be very honest. Like apart from just the money that is coming in or the business that you're doing, bro, meeting people, meeting high profile people and talking about sneakers and
like tell me, name the high profile person.
I met. So
who bought your sneakers?
So Kuldeep Yadav, he bought my sneakers. So
after that, he got dropped from the Asia Cup. Tell that.
Yeah. So apart that is different. Then on third, I met Sideshwar Lad. I didn't tell you about that. So yeah. So
third, this I mean, we're recording on the 10th. So last Friday.
Third September.
Last Friday only.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Yeah, last Saturday. So I met Sideshwar Lad, and if you know who Vijay Verma is, the gully boy guy.
Vijay Verma, darlings mein jo tha abhi.
Yeah. So that guy, and Raj Shamani, even he's into sneakers. So by the way,
only one guy is left now, the king of Indian sneakers, Harshvardhan Kapoor.
Yeah. That he's left, and apart from that, I also had a very good conversation with guess who, Vinamra Kasana. So it's been
places.
Yeah, exactly, taking me places. So I like that part of it. So I just wanted to chip in about that. Rest. And
so both of us have started working and earning now. Major difference.
Yeah. Like, which is very minuscule. The amount is very minuscule, but it is something. Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you, I don't know the exact amount of how much you're earning, but from what I can sense from our conversations, it is not bad for a 19. You're what, 18 now?
18.
For an 18, 19-year-old, 19-year-old like me, 18-year-old like, it's not bad. It's
True.
Not bad.
True.
Pretty good.
Fair enough.
And many people survive on that money. So yeah. Anyways, coming to the topics. I mean, chalo. so now we're gonna cover about one thing. Is there one thing I think we missed out on was that during this period where we didn't do any podcast, there was a lot
Oh
of
my
podcast
god.
worthy events.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Starting from Will Smith,
Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
which was the first one. The Will Smith and
Chris Rock.
the Chris Rock, the slap, infamous slap,
Yeah.
where a lot can be, it can be
We can
discussed and debated,
correct.
and you can have like a 3-hour podcast on that.
Mm-hmm.
You can speak a lot about that. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can speak a lot about that. And okay, first of all, we'll speak about everything,
Okay.
like not in detail, because these things it's been like 4 months now.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
what we'll try to do is we'll try to present both sides.
Right.
Johnny Depp mein, it is not that we'll go start bashing about Amber Heard. Start
Yeah,
bashing
yeah.
Amber Heard.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
both sides.
Fair enough.
Then the internet's biggest sensation for the past
The top
5 months,
G.
the top G, Andrew or Tate, whatever you might call him, him getting cancelled, him blowing up on the internet,
Yeah.
and everything. And
It
finally,
bro, like I'll be very honest. Andrew Tate, he taught me something how to blow up on social media.
yeah,
Like,
Andrew, actually, you know
just
what?
say whatever you
I
want.
mean, listen,
Yeah.
we might get cancelled for this.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just put it there. Andrew Tate, and beep this. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is Andrew Tate is an absolute okay.
Uh-huh.
He is an absolute and the things he has said is crap. It's basically crap.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Bullshit. But what Andrew Tate has taught you is that how the modern internet works. How modern social
Exactly.
media works.
And how modern minds work, bro. How everyone can
How
be
modern
so
minds
easily
work.
manipulated. Right.
And that is something we should learn from Andrew Tate.
Right.
Although, see, Andrew Tate went to a extreme level where now he's banned.
Yeah.
Okay, and what he said doesn't make sense. Although,
And plus, he used the
1%
manipulation for a wrong way, right? For a wrong cause, right?
Yeah, see, Andrew Tate is a sexual offender.
Right.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
He should be in jail.
Right.
Okay, but what he has taught us, and you know my habit in life.
Yeah.
Even from criminals, I like to listen. I mean, I'm not even from people who have been discarded by society. Even if they have something which is good about them,
Yeah.
I try to take that.
Correct.
I might get criticized for that. For with Andrew Tate, the way he's blown up, the way he has used the internet, and it is, I mean, at the end, obviously he got jailed, but for a while he got what he wanted.
Right.
He wanted the brickbats. He wanted you to slap him. He wanted you to hate him.
Right.
Andrew Tate wanted you to hate him.
See, I'll be very
what
honest.
are-
Whatever your opinion is, right? That's aside. But no one in this world who is, popular, or if not if popular is not the correct term, if you have influence, you're not stupid. I'll tell you that. He wanted you to to be infamous, right? He didn't want to be your preach who will tell you all the good stuff. In fact, he wanted people to hate him.
It didn't want to be a Prince EA.
Yeah.
Or he didn't want to be any other. He didn't want to be this guy. Who is this Indian guy? Maheshwari, Sandeep Maheshwari.
Correct.
Or any other motivational speaker. He didn't want to be a Steve Harvey. He wanted to be who he became at the end of the day, and he achieved it. He went to jail, but he achieved it. And I mean, जो भी हो, लोगों को तो याद रहेगा ना एंड्रू टेट अभी.
Right.
है ना, लोगों को याद रहेगा कि एंड्रू टेट था ऐसा.
Right.
So but if you observe, Sanket, that is the path most content creators are taking these days, or are being forced to take. You look at this guy of your Didi's batchmate, Saqib.
Yeah, senior, not batchmate.
For people who senior. People who do not know, he is the viral Pakistani meme guy.
Right. The waqt badal gaya, jazbaat badal diya wala guy.
And if you look at his CV and portfolio, one of the most educated guys.
By the way, spoilers alert, guy is very smart. He's the ex-president of King's College London, which is a very prestigious university.
I think he's the first Asian.
He's no dumb guy. Yeah, he's the first Asian. Yeah. He's no dumb guy. He's no dumb.
But look at his content.
Exactly.
So people now know कि you have to, in a way, most of the times, dumb yourselves down a bit.
Correct. Because
To
see,
put it,
there's
yeah,
a there are 7 billion people. You either be very smart or be very dumb. Being very smart is extremely difficult. Being very dumb is easy, right?
yeah.
You can
I
easily
mean, if
be.
you want a mass appeal, you still can coexist.
Hmm,
Podcasts still coexist.
hmm.
But I'm saying if you want to have a really like a mass appeal, most of the times you have to dumb yourself down. And if I have to put it in a very crass manner, you have to sell yourself. You know,
Right.
you know,
Right. I mean,
and be shameless.
correct.
And this is
Correct.
something we have discussed also before.
Right.
Ki in today's day and age,
Right.
I'm not saying pull down your pants and start dancing in the middle of
Right.
the road. I'm not saying
Right.
be a just soul or whatever. You can be that, but you can
Hmm.
avoid that also.
Right.
But you cannot have the archaic thoughts about respect,
Hmm.
about all this, like what we've been taught since our childhood, all
Right.
these things of putting in a proper face, always looking perfect, always
Right.
saying the right things. People love imperfection, people crave imperfection,
Correct.
because imperfection gives them a sense of relatability. I've come after a hard day of work, but my boss has scolded me,
Yeah.
okay, my wife is angry with me, I've forgotten the anniversary or whatever, whatever.
How are you being so specific, bro?
No, I was saying it's not that, wow, how will I forget? I don't know why. How will I forget
Fair.
my anniversary? Although I forget many more things. I forget many more people also in this last 6 months. Anyways, yeah, that is another change. Yeah, forgetting people in the last six
Fair
months.
enough. Fair enough.
For me.
For
Yeah.
you. For you.
So I'm saying that when you come back from a hard, like a hard day at work, you
Yeah.
don't want to see when you're scrolling through your Instagram or you're
Hmm.
scrolling through
Hmm.
YouTube.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
You don't want to see a guy who's pitch perfect.
Right.
You want to see a guy who is good, but he's messing up also.
Right.
Why
Basically,
has Virat Kohli's brand
hmm,
increased in these 2 years?
because he's being
Because
human.
he's being human.
Yeah.
Because Virat Kohli का image हमारे mind में था of this superhero, सेंचुरी पे सेंचुरी यार, to be fair वो सुपर हीरो था ही यार, इतना
हाँ इतना
every
सेंचुरी
other
कौन.
day to a century.
Right.
Nobody has that. I'm
Right.
telling you ना, उसने अभी 71 कितने 71 सेंचुरी मारा अभी.
71st century. हाँ.
उसने मारे कुछ 550 इनिंग्स में और
हम्म.
सचिन ने मारा था 548 इनिंग्स में. तो
हाँ.
सोच 3 साल के गैप के बाद भी सचिन से बस एक इनिंग्स वो
हाँ.
पीछे.
हाँ.
रिकी पॉन्टिंग तो अब क्या हुआ ना, विराट कोहली स्टार्टेड फॉल्टरिंग. विराट
Right.
कोहली का वो साइड आया. विराट
हाँ.
कोहली ने इंटरव्यू में बोलना चालू किया मेंटल हेल्थ ब्रेक, ये सब वो सब.
अब वो अच्छा खेलेगा ना. अब वो वापस अगर सुपर ह्यूमन भी बनेगा तो उसका वो जो पीक है
हाँ, जो कि
वो रहेगा.
आई थिंक होपफुली आ गया है वो.
आई होप.
तो
या.
वो हाँ, तो दैट थिंग वी ऑलवेज लाइक सच पीपल.
करेक्ट.
Hardik Pandya as an example,
परफेक्ट एग्जांपल.
of the thing.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, the phase he's going through, although Ronaldo it's too late for him to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Serena Williams,
Mm-hmm.
retired now, but Serena Williams, I mean, she had her last hurrah, yaar. I mean, after pregnancy and all, she came. So now Virat Kohli's popularity has actually grown. जो उनके haters भी थे थोड़े से. तो that is what I'm saying, and I'll take your viewpoint. Don't you think this is right now the age old thing of always putting up a strong face?
Yeah, it is, but it is not often appreciated by all. I'll tell you that.
No.
And Ayush, I have a question for you. Who's your favorite businessman?
Favorite businessman?
Or who's world famous? Sorry?
Mine is Jeff, Amazon.
Okay. And who's world's most famous? Who's world's
Elon Musk.
And why is that? Because he acts like a human on social media, right? He makes jokes. He fools around, which is what people do. Why Kanye West is so famous and popular, right? Because he talks like any other ashik after a breakup, right?
So he also dates, when he breaks up with somebody, he dates their clone.
Exactly. Exactly.
ठीक है,
And
बेचारे ने
that
तो
is why
पीठ को छोड़ा ही नहीं था, पीठ को तो
bro,
पीठ पे चढ़ गया था.
and bro, say whatever you want to say about Kanye West, right? Obviously, he's not a very conventional celebrity, but he's a very conventional human being. I'll tell you that. Being a celebrity, he has no filter, right? And people
हाँ.
like that. People like that. That's the thing. And so that is the case with Virat Kohli. That is the case with Hardik Pandya, as you said. That's the case with Elon Musk, Kanye West, everyone, right? Thing is, be good at what you are. Apart from that, don't put yourself at a pedestal of intellect, right?
Yeah, but see, one thing, we are talking about this, but as you said, be good at what you are. That is also important point. If Virat Kohli wasn't a good player, if Virat Kohli had not established himself as a super alpha, superhuman, then nobody would have cared
Correct.
about this stage,
Solely dumb people, there are a lot, but dumb
Yeah,
people who act
and if
human.
you to be fair, this might be a controversial statement. If you are good at if you are not good at what you are,
Yeah.
and you still keep on cribbing, okay, then and you're not trying to better yourself, and you crib, then you don't deserve any sympathy.
It's a harsh world. No one will give a shit.
Nobody will give you, and I'll go a step further and say you don't deserve it. So what Virat Kohli, because people saw him trying, and people always appreciate effort.
Right.
Okay. And because he had achieved it, Kanye has achieved it,
Yeah.
They're seeing the human side of Kanye.
Right.
Okay, if Kanye was a failure, nobody would have cared.
Exactly.
Hardik Pandya was a failure, nobody would have cared.
Right.
Okay? So I feel for celebrities also, I mean, obviously they know now this human side of it, and because see, celebrities have now become more accessible also.
Correct.
Through vlogs, through internet, through the internet majorly. So yeah, that is, I think, is very important. But talking about Virat Kohli, we spoke about Andrew Tate. See, Johnny Depp, वगैरह, Will Smith, we can talk थोड़ा बाद में, क्योंकि वो थोड़ा detailed है.
Right.
Johnny Depp के, Will Smith and Johnny Depp के बारे में, I think what we can talk about in another podcast is how internet conducts trials these days.
Trials, yeah, bro. Internet trials.
The internet trials that can be a separate podcast.
Correct.
Let's just to end the podcast. Let's, from a fan's perspective, talk about Virat Kohli for 10
I'm
minutes.
glad.
I mean,
I'm glad.
I'll tell you. Today is Saturday, na?
Yeah.
कब मारा उसने? Friday को मारा था, I think.
Friday को. If you have Bhatta's number, you can see his profile picture.
नहीं, हाँ, वो तो ठीक है. I mean, Thursday को मारा था. कब मारा? Thursday को मारा था ना? आज Saturday, Thursday को. हाँ, परसों. Saturday, Thursday, परसों मारा था. The 171st 100. मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा. मैं ये रूम से वो रूम मैंने अपना हाथ काट लिया था.
क्यों भाई?
अबे चिल्लाते भाई, मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा. ये 2 सालों में ना. और मैं रात को सोचा कि इस बंदे में इतना क्या है कि इतने लोगों को इतना हैप्पीनेस देता है वो. ठीक है.
ये मेरा भाई जो है, उसको बुखार था. हाँ, and he's a big Virat Kohli fan. उसका बुखार ठीक हो गया बॉस.
अबे होता है यार. My grandmother was teary eyed यार. Eyes became moist.
Hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but let's just talk about Virat for maybe 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
What was your reaction जब उसने वो saw किया? I don't know if you saw it, but when you got to know about it.
It was like, finally. Like it was
same as his reaction.
It was a very calm satisfaction, right? कि चलो अब lock टूटा, if you know what I mean. Now many more to come, right? It was not like a big deal. I knew that he had it in him, right? But 70, no one can score 70 centuries if they don't have it.
Only 2 people have scored 70 centuries, Ricky Ponting and Sachin.
Exactly. So obviously it is in him. It was just about the lock, and it was just like a good satisfaction. Oh, finally. That's it.
For me, so it was delight. I mean, I'm telling you, because he's been batting well. If you see his innings, if South Africa mein khela tha,
he was just not getting past the mark.
He's been batting really well, and and I just feel that he's just become more honest. He's like, if you see his interviews and other people's interviews now, just say Rohit वगैरह, any other Indian team की बात कर रहा हूँ, it seems a bit mechanical. It seems PR trained.
Correct.
Virat Kohli is PR trained, but it doesn't look to be PR trained now.
Right.
It speaks from the heart,
Right.
And see, that is good and bad both, because all the time, see, the outside world, even if there's fighting in the team, they should not know about it.
Yeah.
But उतना अगर करके वो करेगा ना, so I think he's feeling a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And I just feel
I
कि
sort of
यार,
think that the Saurav Ganguly incident helped him. You know why? Because that made him realize that, oh, that made him that probably made his marketing, his PR team also realize that, oh, we're not at the highest level of Indian cricket anymore. We can be humbled, right? And so you're like, chal,
हाँ,
theek hai. I don't have to build this. I don't have to maintain this reputation anymore.
have this reputation, this, actually, it that's why I say Tate is wrong,
Uh-huh.
because some things Tate has said in the past,
Uh,
some things like being tough and all that might be correct, but Tate always talks about, you know, being the man in the room and all,
yeah.
which is good,
Yeah.
which is okay. But at times it becomes too much of a burden to carry
Right.
after a
Right.
point. So that is, I think, what Virat realized, because
Hmm.
Virat, उसका क्या था ना, उसका एक brand image था, and his brand was built around his alpha aura.
Right.
That's alpha aura.
Right.
Depends. Some people's brands are built on their, like Dhoni's brand is built on his relatability aura, his
Right.
how people like him. He's like his
Right.
boy next door aura.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
simple, nothing
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
is not too flashy. He's
Yeah.
calm.
Yeah.
Virat's selling point.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at him as a commodity, because you should not look at people as commodity, but he's a brand.
Right.
Okay, as a commodity, his USP was the
Huh.
fact that he is a larger than life individual.
Right.
Dhoni's USP is Dhoni is a relatable boy next door.
Chahal being the
No,
young child.
Dhoni is
No,
Dhoni
I'm
isn't
saying.
Chahal. Come
Oh no, no, I'm
on.
saying like Chahal is
Stop.
different. Like Chahal is different.
No, I'm comparing people from the same
Oh, got it.
level.
Got it.
Dhoni
Got
Virat
it.
को you can compare.
Right.
चहल और उसको
Hmm.
करना,
Got
ठीक
it.
है.
Got
रोहित
it.
का भी टूवर्ड्स, ऑल्दो मैं बोलूंगा रोहित भी कोहली के पॉपुलैरिटी लेवल तक तो पहुंचा नहीं है
नहीं.
अभी
Definitely.
तक. धोनी कोहली एक लेवल पे पॉपुलैरिटी
Yeah.
थी अभी
Yeah.
तक.
Correct.
तो वही है. सो आई थिंक वो जो बर्डन चला गया उसका
Hmm.
मेंटली,
वो उसको help
आई थिंक
करेगा.
that has been the clean
Bro,
sheet.
at Kohli's peak, remember, if you remember, we were in South Africa. We asked, the cashiers, they were like, "Oh, are you watching IPL?" We were like, "Yeah." They were like, "Which team do you support?" And I was like, "Mumbai Indians." And they were like,
RCB.
and they said, RCB. And I'm like, "Oh, because of AB, right?" And they're like, "No, because of Virat." And bro, that sort of changed my mind. I was like, "Yo, that's so wild." Like they support RCB because of Virat being South Africans. So
being a
that
South
yeah,
African also.
exactly. So that is the power of Virat Kohli.
AB is anyways loved more in India than South Africa. South
Yeah.
Africa में AB के थोड़े से controversies है, उसके against racism claims है, but ठीक है anyways. तो संकेत यार, is our comeback as good as Virat against Afghanistan, or what did you make of this episode?
It was a
क्या
very
लगता है ये episode में से क्या?
it was a very honest and very
Raw.
impromptu. Right.
I'll say raw. Raw is the
Ra-
word.
Correct. And I liked it. It was very fresh. It was very calming. It was not stressful at all. Right. Like I did
No,
not have the
we
pressure
hadn't
to
done
be
any
correct.
prep. We hadn't done. I texted him what a day back. He called link
Yeah.
भेज दे 11:45.
Huh.
There's no prep. Let's just get it done with.
Exactly. And so I like this format better. I'll say that.
Chalo then. See you guys. And hopefully, if Sanket sir obliges, more to come. Okay.
Done.
See you.
All right.